First of all, thank you so much for speaking to me. I love the show
Thank
so
you.
very much. I love everything that you bring to the character. It's so fun. So we have to talk about the episode coming up, the wine and roast,
Okay.
where basically it's the art of the roast. And being a comedian, you are a comedian. What exactly would you say is the fundamentals to making a good roast?
I say the fundamentals to making a good roast are definitely pick at somebody that you know can handle it. Number one. Everybody don't like to be roasted. Everybody don't like to be talked about. Also, don't make fun of people's real, actual insecurities. You know, surface level things are okay, on limits, but real like insecurities that people have that they may have confided in you about, or something that's going on with their family or children, because children are innocent. Like that's where the line is drawn. So, you know, your homie comes in with a bad outfit on, he comes in with some wax shoes on. You can talk about that. Talk about that all day. Bad haircut, weird thing going on with the facial hair. But if it's something that somebody's really confided in you about, don't roast them over that.
Okay, that's good to know. So what's interesting with Sherm, he seems to be a jack of all trades. Well, he's actually successful at it. We have the car service from 1882. Then we have the wine making that he is doing. What would you say is what fuels Sherman and his best kind of quality of why he keeps persevering and finding these different ways to kind of reinvent himself, you would say?
You know, if I had to give Sherm a backstory with that type of stuff, I would say that it probably comes from a place of just a thirst for knowledge, always learning new things, but maybe there's a hint of laziness within him to actually pursue to go forward. And I think that's where what we're seeing this season is that he's kind of figuring that out now and kind of being like, okay, if I have a lot of smarts, I got a lot of brains. Let me use some of this to actually propel myself forward as opposed to just kind of floating along. So I think that's what he's been doing for a long time. And that's why I personally relate to the character as, because I've definitely had moments of like, if I just use a little bit more of my brain capacity, I could who knows where I could be, because I already have this level of talent here. Why not just work harder at it? Why not stop resting on my laurels and like really put in the hard work?
Right. Will we see the peach wine again? Minus botulism.
I don't know. People might be taking a couple sips every now and then. Who knows?
Okay. So also as a cab driver, he meets a different array of different people. Who would you say that he would love to interact with the most? We know that he had an interesting friendship with his ex-girlfriend's son.
Yeah.
What are the kind of people who you would say would be in his Grand Crew aside from his Grand Crew?
I would say for Sherm is real big into sports, real big into LA sports, big Clipper fan like myself. So definitely Kawhi and Paul George in the back of the cab. Even though he plays for the Lakers, LeBron James is a real big hero of Sherm's. And so athletes, and then musically, probably just some cool musicians out there. Lil Wayne in the back of the cab, you know, Drake back there, somebody like that.
Right. Is Sherm really looking for love? He falls in and out of different relationships, but is it something that's permanent where he wants a full-blown family?
I think he has a lot of other things on his brain right now, as far as like getting his life set up to then. I think that is a part of it. That's like a symptom of like, I got to get my stuff together because I do eventually want to be a family man. I think that's where he's at.
Okay. Can you tease anything for Sherm in the upcoming episodes?
Let me think. What can I tease for Sherm? A lot more hats, a lot more cool tracksuits. That's all I can tease.
Was he offended when his friend came in with the hat? Because it was like, Sherm is the hat guy.
Definitely there was a moment of hey man, that's enough of that.
One of the things that I really wanted to learn is I love the chemistry within the group and the friendships that are away. What would you say the group gives Sherm?
I think the group gives Sherm inspiration. Like, I think that's why he's getting himself together this season, because he's looking at all of his friends who love him unconditionally, but they're all in different places in their lives than he is. And so he can kind of like, you know, stop being so headstrong and stubborn and kind of take note from his friends and the people around him who are doing so well in life.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for speaking to me.
No
I
problem.
love what you're doing. I love the show. Black everything, Black love, Black family. So
Absolutely.
thank you.
Thank you. Nice talking to you.
You too.